Всем добрый день, меня зовут Тамара, Краснопольская, элегантный психолог и эксперт по социальной грации. И мой авторский подкаст «Искусство жить красиво». Сегодня рубрика «Взгляд мужчины», а значит, у меня в гостях интересный человек. Президент Ассоциации держателей отелей на Корфу, а также член совета директоров многих крупных ассоциаций по развитию туристического бизнеса в Греции. Это мистер Бабисом Вулгарис. Интересно посмотреть интервью с двух сторон, поэтому я поделила его на две части. Первая – это профессиональная, вторая – это личная. В первой части, в профессиональной, важно посмотреть причинно-следственные связи. Обратите внимание, как ценности человека отражаются в ведении бизнеса. А также мы поговорили об интересных моментах, о том, как на интересах можно развить свой собственный бизнес, как можно занишеваться и что на самом деле важно при построении структуры корпоративного бизнеса. Что изменило его привычный взгляд не только на отношения, но и на бизнес в целом, какие качественные интересы для него необходимы как для человека, для создания семейной атмосферы. Рекомендую посмотреть интервью тем людям, которые планируют развивать свой собственный бизнес, выбрать свою аудиторию, а также интересные моменты по общению с персоналом и также тем людям, которые занимаются саморазвитием и хотят создать теплые семейные отношения для игры в долгую. Мы специально перевели для вас интервью в субтитрах для того, чтобы вы не упустили ни одной интересной детали. Поехали!
Welcome, Babis.
Добро пожаловать на VHG.
Very good. Very
Only
good.
my only Russian.
It's enough.
It's enough.
It's enough. Look, we will start from something that will break the ice between us, that we will be very happy and fun. So, tell me please, 3 little things about yourself. First should be very simple, like who you are. Second should be something very impressive, like that people will remember you for this. And the third, that you can help people with this.
About myself, first, I'm Babisom Vulgaris. I am the CEO of a company called Voulgaris Hospitality Group, which owns and operates 3 hotels. And we have 3 more hotels coming up as management. We're based in Greece, with our hotels in Corfu right now, but from the management that will come, one will be also in an island called Milos. So we're a growing company. More things about me, maybe a bit more impressive. I'm the youngest president of the Corfu Hotel Association ever. I'm also on the board of all the big tourist boards of Greece, which is the Chamber of Hoteliers in Athens, the Hotel Association of Greece, also on the board in Athens, and from all the tourist business, the Association of Tourist Businesses, which is the biggest one, which also talks directly with the Greek government, also in the board of directors. So I think I'm the only one who is in all these 3 boards, and the youngest one. So maybe it's impressive, I don't know. People say it's impressive. It helps my work, it helps me grow, both as a person, because I talk to a lot of people, I talk to very successful businessmen, the tourist industry in Greece, in all these tables with very successful businessmen, and having a say in what's going on is important, and that gives me a satisfaction. It means that I'm helping both grow as a person, grow my business, and help Greece and Corfu as a tourist destination.
How you can help people with your work, with yourself, something very helpful about you.
My mentality in running the business, at least, is lead by example. So I try to listen to almost all my staff. My doors are open for everybody. We have 600 people, and I feel that everybody can talk to me. Our business is a family-owned business. My father started it about 50 years ago, and he's still in the business, and we run it together. And something very different for Greeks. It's not very easy when you have family businesses. Usually they fight with each other, but at least me and my father, we have a perfect relationship. We never fight, we always discuss everything. And we both are very calm people and discuss all the problems and always try to find a solution. Not rushing into decisions. My father is 83 years old now, so if it wasn't for me, I think he would have stopped working, but being together, me and him, we give each other, he gives me the expertise, I give him the energy. So it's a perfect mix. Run the business as a family, so with open doors, with everybody can be, they can feel that we are there, they can feel that the boss is not somebody in an office clothes, that he's next to him and he can discuss, and to be fair in his decisions. And on the other hand, what we also do is we try not to interfere very much in our hotel's operation in every day. What we trust that the people we hire, we're going to give them space to grow, we give them space to do their job, and we'll be there to tell them what we think is wrong there, but what we think might be wrong. We let them grow, we see the reviews, that's how hotels work, and we discuss with them what they need to change, what we think can change, and it's a growing relationship, giving them space to evolve. And this for me is very important in a business. If you give your staff space to evolve, they will evolve. And if, of course, they need something, they can ask back. We try not to interfere very much with the day-to-day operation, but take high-level decisions and do more micromanagement, which for me is important and it has helped us grow.
It's very good. So you have your business like your family, and you build a tradition actually of the service.
Exactly. We try to do everything from scratch. We built hotel from the beginning. My father built his first hotel, and we bought our second hotel when I was involved in the business at the beginning. Now we built a third hotel about 4 years ago, which was very successful. And now our next step is finding more hotels maybe we can build in the future, and also managing hotels for other companies, which because we have created this very good team, and we think that they can add added value to other people's businesses that don't know how to do this job very well. There are people that are not hoteliers, or they bought hotels and don't know what they operate in, and they come to us and say, you've done a great job with your hotels, please manage ours. And this is what we're trying, because we already have the core staff, which are very strong, and we rely on them, and for us it doesn't cost us so much, because we don't have so much risk. When it's somebody else's hotel, somebody else invested, we just run it. So for us it's a win-win situation.
Of course, because you don't invest money inside, but you share your expertise inside, you share your family.
Exactly, we share our family, exactly, because our staff now, our people here are like our family. The investment is not done by the family in people, it's done by somebody else, and we give them the expertise, and the biggest part of the expertise is from the staff. I think it's, again, for the businessman, he gives us something to run that he doesn't know, so it's a win for him. It's a win for us, because we open our name, our family business is growing, it's becoming more famous, and it's winning money.
Of course, and actually the more hotels you have, the more hotels other people can open and give you, and also for your suppliers, you will be better client.
Exactly.
Because you have more and more, so you will be growing, and everybody will be happy. And first of all, tourists. Because
this is all about what we do in seasonal hotels. It's a different business than city hotels, because people come in here to relax. They come to have a nice meal, to eat nice food. They don't come to work, so they're more relaxed. They want to have a good time, and we always put two things in front: our guests and our staff. These are the two. If you have happy guests and happy staff, this is combined, I think, because as I say, even if you go in a hotel in anywhere, and the hotel is not brand new, it's a little bit old, but the staff is very good and very friendly, you will have a good time.
Yes.
If you go to a hotel and even if it's brand new, everything is perfect outside, but the staff are not giving you the vibe, you will leave and you will not be happy. We invest a lot in having happy staff, and I think this is the happy staff will give happy guests.
Of course.
And of course, we try to give more services every year. And what they're looking for is experiences. A new experience when they come on vacation, and something authentic. This is what we aim for in our hotels, to give authentic experiences. Because you come to Greece, you want to feel like eat Greek food, talk to Greek people, see things inside the hotel that have something that's connected to the culture of the place, Corfu or an island, and Greece, of course. So this is very important in our culture, to share, to give our guests authentic Greek experiences.
Actually, it's like iconic view.
Yeah.
Because if you will go from different parts to parts, you will see the difference between even Greek islands.
Very good.
So here you would like to build an iconic view of Corfu, that people will go, they will see, they will remember these places, this perfect sea, this very nice stuff, these very good chefs who take care of the food. So yes, of course, they would like to go back to Corfu and stay with you, because you are perfectly friend for them. Very friendly, very nice.
My favorite thing is when people come back in the hotel, because we have a lot of repeat, and they tell me I'm back home. I left home to come back home. When I hear I'm back home, it feels the best for me because they said, oh, I'm back home, I will see my friend Kostas, the chef, or they meet us at the restaurant, or the maid Elena. They have the names and they're like family. And for me, this is the most important thing I hear from the guests.
And of course, inside of this, you have, they understand that these people in this place from year to year, they're not going to different company to work. That means that you give them very specific, attitude inside that they can grow and not go.
Exactly. It's very important for the staff to feel that they have stability where they are. Like, of course, the work conditions have to be good. We have our SOPs, our standards of procedures for everything that might happen, to be sure. And they have to feel happy. I think when the staff feels happy and they work better. And they give that back to the guests.
I suppose people feel that you have an attitude of your father and bring something new, something fresh, up to date, that you don't stand on the ground. You try to develop the business, but in a very traditional way.
One of the most important things in our business is evolution. You have to see how trends are changing because people are going on vacation more and more people are traveling now. And they're seeing new things and you have to offer them new things every time they come. So
it's very nice.
It's nice.
It's very
It's
good.
nice.
I was in Auschwitz in a restaurant and I was very impressed with bread and the olive oil that they give and share to people before the meal. And it's, for me it's very important because when you, for example, order oysters, you should understand that bread and oil is something that you need before eat. First of all, it's very tasty. It's a common meal, but it's fantastic. I remember it since 2 years I ate it. And now I'm studying psychological, like a brain connected to aesthetic intellect. And the most important thing is the reflections of the tongue and the impression how you make it. For example, if you can share with the guests something like this procedure that they can explain, you sit in here, you hear the music, now you have this kind of taste, you can feel it in your receptors because this is how people understand it. They have two types of experience in their life. It's like tavern experience, they return back home and would like to feel themselves very nice, very comfortable with the same people, and they bring back these very soft and nice emotions. And they can go after to fine dining restaurant and give an experience of the future because they never tasted it. And they need to know how to eat it. They need to know how people actually put a lot of salt inside of one little dish. Very salty, little bit spicy, little bit this, little bit wine. All of these combined together with the smell of the next pool, of the some air inside, and people and stuff smiling with a beautiful woman. So now you will remember this moment forever. And this will become for you a remembrance of the future to the past. Exactly. So you will go home, you will close your eyes, and every time that you will have even little smell of something that goes through all of these memories, you will remember all of this. And this is the most important, and that you can actually be happy in any time that you want.
And from the smell, from the taste, from everything, you can bring back the memory of exactly that moment, and that neuron in your head will explode with this happiness or this feeling, which I think it's a science.
It is.
The astronomy and how it connects with the psychology, and not only the smell of the place. All these little details can make a huge difference. And we created the concept of the hotel. It was like built around olive, because it used to be a very old olive grove. Where we built the hotel with an old olive mill in the middle of near the sea. So we built the whole experience of the hotel around olives. So we kept the big olive trees, we planted new ones, and in our menus we start with the olive, which is from Corfu, with of course the freshly conveyed. I think if you ask many Greeks to tell you which is their favorite dish, they will say we just buy the bread and put some olive, maybe some tomatoes, fresh tomatoes, and I'm happy. So I agree, this is how you should greet them since you start, and it makes a story, how you start and talk about the hotel as an olive grove, and this olive, and this is a whole story that guests love to hear, and we like to connect the past with the present.
And you also create the future because people would like to return back in the future.
Exactly.
This is how they think.
Present. Yes, because you try to make them repeated guests by giving them these little stories and these little emotions. They can trigger the effect of wanting to come back.
It's very good. I appreciate it, really. I appreciate it.
I'm glad. This is a model that we tried because I think when you start a business, you have to have a story, especially in tourism and now the new hotels. They have to have like a show. So we build the soul of the hotel in Oliver around the tradition, the family, and the olive. When people ask me, friends or investors, they ask, we want to open a new hotel. The first time it's like, what do you want the story to be? Fix a story and create something unique also. Why would somebody book your hotel if it's like 20, 30 rooms, small hotels? Our hotels are much bigger. Try to find your niche market. Make your hotel special for like, I don't know, yoga. So somebody can think of yoga, incorporate yoga, or somebody who wants to go hiking and create hiking routes and put this your base and give them bicycles and create something niche that you're not competing with anybody else.
So you have your audience. You work for the audience.
Exactly.
It's like
Exactly.
advertising work.
Yes, exactly. It's more create an audience. For these hotels, you cannot try and get everybody. Who is your niche market? Who do you want to attract? Everybody. It doesn't work.
No, never.
It never works. So find something specific. I remember somebody was doing, I told him, I have this hotel that my family was running. I said, but we're not doing very good anymore. I told him, what's your passion? I like music. I never want to be a hotelier, but now I like it, but I love music. I said, okay, make a music studio inside your hotel. And try and bring like bands to record for 1 week, 2 things, and have fun in Corfu and go around.
Yes.
And I love it. You love something, do it as a business and do it as a hotel. Nice studio, but also go to the beach when they're tired and read their book in a beautiful place.
They don't have inspiration. Like
It's have inspiration. I always tell people, find your passion and try to put it in your work if it's not connected. You will do your work much better if it's in your passion.
You will at least put a lot of attention inside of this because you will like it in general. Maybe you will be a musician after all of this. Maybe you will be very, very famous.
So many ideas and so much. Just try to, as I said, work.
Now it's much easier to find information about statistics. For example, how many people go hiking in Corfu?
Now, with all the social media and everything, you can target exactly who you want to target. So this is like a huge tool because it's not something generic for everybody. It's something specific. So create your product and then you can market it and brand and send it to exactly who you want. Your target Indians, and he will probably be much more likely to book than just somebody who saw your advertising on TV.
Yes, and actually you give to people what they actually would like to have.
Exactly.
So it's not like a selling, hey, I have a very good hotel.
No. It's a bit scary that they know exactly what you're doing from your phone.
Anyway.
But this is how it's people, it's everything.
We actually don't care. If you like normal things like hiking, for
Yes,
example, it's
it's
okay.
not bad if a hiking hotel will pop up, go there. AI is changing everything now. I think this is going to be more and more now.
Yes, but in general, people like human touch.
Yeah, I agree, 100%. I'm not. When they say the robots will come and do things in the hotels, I think it might be in business hotels, city hotels, but it will take. I wouldn't like it in a hotel, a resort hotel where you come to happy peace. You need the human touch to this.
But it have different audience. For example, in big hotels for the conferences, they
Yes.
will be different.
Yeah.
It will be high standard, very normal face, poker face
Yeah,
people.
They have to be like polite and wear the tie and always be in front and so on like that. And then I was thinking of how some of my staff, with the old guests, they hug them, they touch them on the back, and I say it's not one or the other. You have to read the client and give them what they want. Because some clients, some guests want their privacy and some love this interaction. And most people, by a huge percentage, want this personal touch in the hotel.
Because they know that Greeks, in general, like this,
Yes.
they are open, they're nice.
It's philoxenia, which means to be friends with the stranger or the people that comes from abroad. So it's a Greek word that shows that, I think it's in our DNA, in Greeks. hospitality and tourism, and this philoxenia, this element of philoxenia is in our DNA. And I'm glad at this because it's my business and I like being around Greeks that are loud, but nice loud, and good loud when they do things.
They show the emotions.
They show the emotions.
They share actually emotions. They don't
show.
show. Because show is something like you may interact in other people's life, but if you share.
Share, exactly. Sharing.
To make other person happy with your happy emotions, it's a little bit different.
Yes. And it has to be authentic. When it's not authentic and you try to do it, you lose it. I think that's a good thing. They think they're doing it for me to give them a bigger tip or something.
And actually, people understand if you would like to have something good for the client or not. If you try to sell something expensive, or you try to sell something that actually will be good for them, yes.
Because you think this is what they want and they need and they will have a good time. And not something that you do to sell and win money from it. It makes a huge difference.
Yes, when you have your experience, you can actually understand and give it to the people. I worked at some point in a company who sell expensive teas and coffee, and people come and buy 100 euro per 100 gram of the very expensive Chinese tea, and other people don't know how to sell it, and I make it easy because I know the value. I ask you, what do you want? For the gift, for yourself, for, I don't know, for their mother, for everything. And I give the opportunities to, you would like to have this or this or this. And they choose by themselves and they're very happy in the review.
You understand, you care about, and not try to put this in their hand and take it, but let me hear what you want, let me understand what you want, and it's going to be your choice, and I'm not going to give it by force. It's a mutual winning for everybody, and I think this is the best thing approach.
It's like little microorganism. It's like partnership between the person who goes and stays in a hotel and the person who has a hotel. The guests should give emotions, reviews, everything to share their experience, and then like we have feedback. Because without feedback, bad or good doesn't matter, hotelier will not grow.
Of course, we get reviews for our hotel, from our guests every day, many, and it's always very important when we sit down with the GM and everything to base our decision on these reviews, good and bad. Good, you're doing this right. Okay, this is a strong point. Let's build on this. Because if it's good, you don't just say it's good, leave it like this. It's going to be good. It's good. You need to grow more. And once something is a review that you get bad, you have to sit down and see, okay, what happened here, and it's always important because to not look at one review because we get a lot. Many thousands of guests staying in our hotel, so I understand that not everybody cannot be very, very happy. You have to, it's impossible with statistics.
Maybe it's not connected even to hotel.
Exactly.
Maybe it's connected to the flight.
Exactly, the flight, or he came back, he was moody, he got into a fight, he had a business problem, anything in his head. You try to give them the best experience you can, but some people, they're just not happy, so you can understand this. So we see the reviews, but we will understand not the review that once said something is bad, but when you have something that's repeating, let's see how we can fix it. But if it's one review and you tell them, oh, what did you do wrong, and start screaming at the staff, I don't do it, the GM will do it, but it's wrong because the staff will feel that they're accused. You have to listen to them, understand exactly what happened if it's a case of something, and see if it's repeating. If it's repeating, then you have to solve it. If it's once, okay, it happens. You have to understand what's wrong today, are you okay, do you want to do something different? When they feel that we see you're backing them up if they have a problem, their top level management at every level, that they're backing the people underneath, these people that are being backed, they will feel better.
So they should understand support, but not a pity.
Exactly.
Support. You don't just close your eyes because you do some mistakes. They just support, understand the situation, but you rely on them that they will be better tomorrow.
Exactly. To show understanding. This is I think something, when you become very, very corporate, you lose this. And this is what we're trying not to lose as we're growing, to have this family touch that you don't go everything exactly by the book, line by line. Oh, this happened, then we have to do this. We have to listen to the person because we all have human feelings. We all have that. We have bad days. We have good days. So understand that things can change, and don't try to find solutions that are beneficial for both sides, and not always go what the book will say or the standard. listen to the person. There are the standards that have to be there, but you have to be open to understand the person.
You have this touch in communication in general. Do you use it in your private life with a girlfriend, with how you will build your family? It should affect, because you have a very solid, beliefs in this.
I think I've changed. I'm 41 now. I have grown. I've changed some girlfriends in the past. Mostly I've done relationships. I'm a relationship guy. So I'm
Family guy.
A family guy. I like. So I grew myself to learn from each of my relationships very different things. And I used to be more thinking with my head in everything. This was like when I was taking a decision, everything had to be logic and put logic and not so much sentiment before. And through age, through what has happened to me, through all these relationships, I learned that people are not always thinking with logic. Some are thinking a lot with sentiment, so you have to understand that. You have to open to discussions. Who is a psychologist? You can learn everything by yourself. And this was 100% wrong. 100% wrong.